After two close losses, Will Zalatoris has finally managed to win his first PGA Tour victory at the recent FedEx tournament. Once again, it was a very close call, though he managed to pull through this time. If you're interested in learning more about the young golfer's recent achievements and what's in store for him ahead, then you come to the right place. Let's get right into the details. Starting off with third time's the charm. Previously, Zalatoris had come up empty twice at the PGA Tour playoffs in 2022, but on Sunday he finally managed to break through in the FedEx St. Jude Championship playoffs. He outlasted Sepp Straka in the first tournament of the 2022 FedEx Cup playoffs for the win, which was also the first win of his tour career. Though he made bogey on the third playoff hole at TPC Southwind, he still clinched the victory as he and Straka had finished the regulation rounds tied at 15 under par. It certainly wasn't an easy victory. Zalatoris' shot on the final hole almost sank into the water, but the ball miraculously bounced 8 times along the stone boundary before it finally came to a stop, resting next to some grass. However, Straka's shot went into the water, giving Zalatoris the upper hand. He took a drop and struck a wedge, landing 7 feet from the hole and making the putt to secure the win. Zalatoris had begun the event by 1 over par in his first round. Over the course of the tournament, he vaulted back to place himself among the leaders in the second round by going 7 under par, a tied score with Tyler Duncan for the best second round performance in the field. In the third round, he went 5 under and 4 under in the fourth. On the other hand, Straka had a minimum of 2 under in each of the rounds. This was a milestone win for many reasons, aside from just pushing himself past Scottie Scheffler into first place in the FedEx Cup playoff standings. Well, how many PGA Tour wins does Will Zalatoris have now? While for other golfers, this win might mean that Zalatoris is the man to chase going into the upcoming BMW Championship. It means a lot more for Zalatoris, as it was his first ever professional career victory on the tour. According to the PGA, he's the first player to get his first PGA Tour win during the FedEx Cup playoffs since Camilo Villegas did it back in 2008. Prior to this victory, Zalatoris had been 0 for 2 in the 2022 playoffs. His only other professional win was back in July 4, 2020, when he won the Korn Ferry Tour's TPC Colorado Championship. Zalatoris had also set the record for most money earned in a PGA Tour season at just over $6.5 million, without a single victory. This Sunday, he added $2.7 million more to that grand total for his win. He is 25 years old, making him one of the youngest out of all of the players in the top 15 of the playoff standings who entered the FedEx St. Jude Championship. Only Sungjae Im and Cameron Young are younger. Zalatoris is now also said to be the second youngest FedEx playoff champion since the matches began back in 2007. The youngest was Jordan Spieth, who won the title at 22 back in 2015. But it looks like this wasn't just a solo victory. Before the St. Jude Championship, Zalatoris had parted ways with the previous caddy, Ryan Goebel, who was then replaced by Joel Stock. And in what almost looked like something out of a movie, the new duo managed to team up and win their first event together. There were many tense moments for Zalatoris on Sunday, who clutched a par save on the 72nd green and got into a playoff against Sepp Straka, and then almost sank his shot on the final playoff hole in the water. It would have been a precarious position for any experienced golfer, especially somebody trying to secure their first PGA Tour win. Instead, the cabbie golfer duo made the risky call to go down to the drop zone, where Zalatoris managed to play out to win. The milestone victory also earned him 2,000 FedEx Cup points, aside from just putting him first in the standings heading into the upcoming BMW Championship. While it may seem statistically easier to win the BMW round since there are only going to be 68 players in the field as compared to the original 120 in Memphis. However, there is still a counterpoint, as this field will be full of players who are going to be playing the best golf right now. Zalatoris has to rely heavily on his new partner on a course where he's never played before, but if St. Jude was any indication, that doesn't sound like an issue for the duo. While Zalatoris gave one of the best performances of his tour career, one player struggled on the green. Ricky Fowler was the last player in the 125-man field for the FedEx St. Jude Championship. The struggling player needed to finish in at least a tie for 11th to advance to the BMW Championship. Fowler was in decent shape after an opening round 65. He shot 1 over 71 in the second round, but was 3 under in the third round heading into the 18th hole. Then the bottom fell out. Fowler hit his drive and then his third shot into the water. He was short of the green with his 5th shot. He needed 2 more chip shots and 2 putts to record a quintuple bogey 9 on the hole. It tied for the worst score on a single hole in his PGA Tour career. He ended up carding a 2 over 72. Fowler shot 3 over 73 on Sunday and finished tied for 64th at 1 over for the tournament. At least Fowler had a sense of humor about the debacle, even responding to Thomas's playful dig at him on social media. So what's next in the FedEx Cup? According to ESPN stats and information, 9 of the previous 15 winners of the FedEx Cup are inside the top 5 in the points standings after the first playoff event, including each of the past 3 winners since the current format was introduced in 2019. That means Zalatoris, Scheffler, Cameron Smith, Sam Burns, and Tony Finau might have the best odds with 2 events left to play as the FedEx Cup playoffs move to Wilmington, Delaware this week. It will be the first PGA Tour event played in the state. It will also be the first professional event at Wilmington Country Club, which sits sits on 100 acres that once belonged to the DuPont family. Robert Trent Jones Sr. designed the course in 1959, and Andrew Green reshaped it in 2020 after a tornado knocked down 300 trees and wiped out every bunker. Meanwhile, in other golf-related news, first off, Greg Norman wants LIV golfers to receive official World Golf Ranking points. In a letter sent to LIV golfers on Wednesday, CEO and Commissioner Greg Norman said the new circuit, by any fair, objective, and impartial review, should be awarded official World Golf Ranking points for its events in the very near future. In the letter, a copy of which was obtained by ESPN, Norman wrote that LIV Golf's inclusion in the World Ranking Point system is necessary for the integrity, accuracy, and fairness of the rankings. They submitted their application to the OWGR in mid-July, and it was discussed by the OWGR Technical Committee during the 150th Open Championship at St. Andrews, according to Norman. The LIV players didn't receive OWGR World Ranking points for the new circuit's first 3 events in London, Portland, Oregon, and Bedminster, New Jersey. According to LIV Golf's data, the winners of its first 3 events would have climbed in the world rankings considerably had they been awarded OWGR points. Next up, Tiger Woods gets praised by fellow golfers amid LIV unrest. The PGA Tour's top players aren't ready to reveal what was discussed during a meeting with Tiger Woods on Tuesday night, but many insist they're on the same page in terms of what the tour needs to do in its ongoing battle with LIV Golf. Many of the top 20 players in the world and other influential players who are still members of the PGA Tour met with Woods for more than 3 hours at a hotel in Wilmington, Delaware, the site of this week's BMW Championship, the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs. McIlroy said any ideas or proposed changes discussed by the players aren't for a public forum right now and will stay between the players and PGA Tour executives. Woods' voice still carries a lot of weight with players like McIlroy, Thomas, and others who idolized him as a player growing up. McIlroy said Woods' role is to now make sure the PGA Tour is in good shape when his career ends. And lastly, Cameron Smith withdraws from BMW Championship following hip injury. Cameron Smith, the number 2 ranked player in the world, has pulled out of this week's BMW Championship because of a lingering hip injury, according to his agent, Bud Martin. In the statement, Martin indicated that Smith's decision to not compete in the second leg of the FedEx Cup playoffs at Wilmington Country Club in Delaware didn't mean he wasn't planning to play in the season-ending Tour Championship, scheduled for August 25th through 28th at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta. Smith is 3rd in the FedEx Cup point standing, so he is in great position to advance to the Tour Championship, regardless of whether he plays in the BMW Championship. That's a wrap for this video. Do you think Zalatoris will take home the PGA Cup this year? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.